hear the bit of noise. It's actually today first time I'm recording, but when I just started, I forgot to record at the same time. Hey, so what? It doesn't matter. I really have to say that I have like a renewed energy today, and I want to do something different and more creative as well. I'm just scratching my nose. You see, because I don't want to record, because when I do like a podcast, because I can just concentrate on my talking, just really sound vibration, then I can really concentrate. But whereas I know that I don't have to pay attention to the recording, but I know that all people can watch everything, so like anyway, the good thing is that when you watch the video, you can see how actually I'm recording my things. Very simple. I don't have a mic. I'm just using my iPhone and like this standing things that you just put in the angle. But usually I hold myself while I'm recording like a 20 minutes or something like that. But anyway, today I have this thing, so I just want to do it. In setting is just so amazing today, and where I'm staying. It's called Selena. Apparently there are lots of like different places in the world that you can do like a lot of nomad people can do these things, and they have everything here. I'm so happy to meet amazing people and stuff like that. Well, it's interesting. I feel like now actually I'm doing like a radio, like a podcast, instead of like just doing podcasting. I'm just going to different kind of subject, right? I'm talking a lot of things, but anyway, time is very important, so let's get back to today's topic. So today's topic actually is about money. Let's talk about money. And when you say about money, it's like always a bit like a negative connotation, or because you have inhibitions, or you have like taboo kind of subject, right? Not everybody, I have to say. So, but today I want to share with you my experience on money, and also how I progressed from not so helpful mindset on money to more me kind of mindset. That's always the purpose of this podcast, is that everybody's beautiful and everybody's amazing. So if you shine your own light, then we each of us are creating like a beautiful world, because everybody's important, everybody's variety. As you may know, I love colors, different kind of colors. And nowadays I don't wear the colors, and just this is like practical reasons. This trip, I just pack like something very simple. I'm always same clothes, like white and black and gray leggings, and just I don't have anything fancy, just for the practical reason that I don't want to carry a lot of things. That's all. But I love colors. I love rainbow is definitely my color, and I love to see the rainbow as well. So it's so beautiful colors. So I love colors. So what am I saying? That everybody got like a different colors inside of them, like beautiful, shiny colors. So I really want to see that. So that's the reason that I'm doing this podcast. Why? Because I'm very unique. I'm very different from the others. That's my experience since I was little up to now. Still, like I really feel like I'm really different from the other people. Nowadays, like you can be like original and nice, but my experience most of the time was quite negative ones. I couldn't really show my true colors because I'm already like different, when people perceive me or whatever, people listen to whatever I'm saying, she's weird, So but here why I'm sharing like honestly my experience and everything, so that for you to really embrace your greatness, embrace your beauty, that be who you really are. So that's the purpose of this podcast. So I hope this helps, and please comment, and I like to interact with you. Thank you so much. So back to about money. So my money journey, let's say my money journey started. I mean, again, about being me is very different from the other people. Like I was saying, about concept of money and how I handle money was so different from the other people, that so I get lots of criticism, mostly criticism I got. So I was thinking, oh, I'm just so strange, I'm just like, oh, I mean, from my experience, just to be in me was like always get like backfired, in that kind of sense. So that wasn't really helpful for like my self-confidence or being really me and put myself out there. So let's start with my journey on my money, but I want to start with something more recent. Couple of years ago, I had a coach, amazing coach. He is Lee Furnell. Maybe you can find him as well. I will put the description later on. So he is very unique personality. So he's been traveling quite a lot. I think, if I'm not right, so please Lee and let me know the comment. I think he was born in Australia, but he was also lived in UK as well as a teenager. Anyway, but it's not about him, but I just want to little bit. So he's also like musician. It's very interesting, and he's a very free spirit, and I really liked about him. So when I choose coaches, as I'm so different, finding coach is also not so easy task for me. It has to be like on the same. It's not the same, but it has to be like, in energy wise, you have to matches, because I feel safe and I feel understood. So this is a very important thing. So he was one of the coaches, the amazing coach, that he understood me and he was really guiding me amazing things. So when I met him, I was thinking about this mindset on money, and I just work on that with him. The interesting thing is that although I was kind of I think that all my life, I don't know if I say like all my life, I kind of had, like I said, a very, very different kind of thinking on money than the rest of people. I'm sure, you can have your own kind of value on money, but like, because of I had a negative feedback, so I was really thinking that, my way of spending money or my way of thinking about money is just so wrong, so yeah, I really wanted to have it, because this is like one of the limited beliefs, so I wanted to work on that. So it was very practical thing was, I have to, so that Lee gave me the task to do, to just record everything, how I'm spending, how's income and everything. So that was quite interesting. So what I realized that was, I was quite mindless in one sense, not to be more conscious about spending money or earning money, or how to handle money. So that was very educational, I have to say. And so basically I have to write down the expenses and the income and every single thing. So that was quite a task, but it gave me like so much insight about how mindless I was when I spend money. So that was quite good. So every day, so I was like kind of enjoying it. And good thing was I didn't need to spend so much money that actually I didn't need to spend. So that was good thing. Yeah, to learn about this. Sorry, like something came to me, my mind. Maybe I don't want to share here, but again, some kind. No, it's not doubt, but something about me. But anyway, so let's move on. And that was really helpful to kind of keep track of how much I'm spending, and I'm more conscious of where to spend the money, where not to spend the money, or how much to spend on stuff like that. But like this kind of things, like details, to do all this manual kind of work is definitely not really for me. I know that, but like it was like I'm always like open to like experimenting things. Like I'm not saying that whatever I'm doing is the best. I'm not saying that, but I'm very curious and I want to try different things. So like it was really nice things to do. And then I was actually what I was focusing on is like healing my limited belief, limited kind of like or conditioned thinking about money. So yeah, that was really nice. And then I wanted to now talk about like family things, because it's so much about the family thing, isn't it? Because how you brought up and how your family was spending money or earning money and all that stuff. So I think share these things already in one of the podcasts. So don't ask me which one. You must listen every day. Everything. And if you haven't listened, or you had to listen, but you can go back. I mean, anytime this is just ongoing. So it's always good to listen again if you like. So one of the things that I just share was I definitely have kind of like a trauma about money, because my mom and dad, they constantly fight over money. Yeah, I know this is a bit sad thing. And I consider like my family as like a middle class. And depending on the country, when you say middle class, is like so high or so low or whatever. But in Japan, in terms of Japan, most of people are like placed as middle class. So like a kind of like abnormal kind of. 70%, 80%, something. I don't know, like a quite a high number. I don't know now. When I was in Japan, so at the moment I don't know how is the rate is like. But when I was there, I was kind of like a middle class. Like middle means like a normal in the Japanese. It's like a normal, like average kind of. Yeah. So the problem is okay. So my both parents are working. So we have the income. But the problem is, it's not like we are lacking of money. The problem always comes that when they have to pay, so this is always happening, this drama was always happening when I had me and my younger sister, so we have two sisters, and my dad and my mom. So we usually go to eat at the restaurant. I mean, this is like a normal things to do in Japan that time. Now I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, again, you see, this all the values is also like about the family values. So my family was like they want to go out and eat. Not all the time, but I think quite a lot of time. I remember like twice a week, 3 times a week. I mean, I don't know. Like I know that quite a lot of time we would go to eat. So I have to constantly witness this drama that when the bill comes, my mom and my dad would fight who's gonna pay and like that. So I was like, give me a break. So I was really embarrassed, of course, because people can see and can hear what they're talking about. I mean, up to that point, it's like a family dinner, so it's a very happy moment, like we enjoy nice food and everything like that. And then when bill comes, like dun dun dun, like this horror, like embarrassment, and not only that, because don't forget, I'm really sensitive to energy, because very highly sensitive and empath as well. So just the vibration of this energy that they're fighting and really go into it, I was feeling so bad, and why they have to do that every time they have to pay, so they're both working, so they have income. So it's not like the problem is not they cannot pay, but who's gonna pay? Or I pay this time, I pay, the most embarrassing things, like, oh please stop it, and in front of kids, anyway, that was quite a traumatic experience that definitely shaped my concept about money. Definitely, money is bad in a way, but and also the interesting thing about, I just move on to the next one, is gonna be like money equal, for me, this is only for me, but money equal like power, in relationships, like very close relationships. Because when you have a friend or somebody, in my country it's like a very common thing. So when we go out, I'll pay, you pay, and that's always happening as well in my family. Because actually both of them, it's very interesting. My mom and my dad, they're very, very generous, very generous. So my mom is maybe over generous sometimes compared to my dad. My dad was really generous, but compared to my mom, because my mom's spending was like so much. Compared to my dad. So my dad is also spent, but it's just different level. So yeah, like, we say, I gotta pay. Oh no, don't do this time is on me. These things always happening very typically in my country. My both parents do that all the time. It's really hard to do these things. But then interesting. So both are very generous people, individually, but when they come to this relationship, the relationship, right, in a wife and husband, then when it comes to money, they just would fight. And I was feeling that who's gonna be the strongest, in a sense, like who's gonna go to more power, influence, something like that. So I was like, I don't like that at all, So that was my experience. And as you know, this is like a family history repeat itself. So when comes to my relationship, that was also happened. Not just dating or things like that. No, I'm again very generous. From my mom and my dad, I like to really treat other people and stuff like that. But it was interesting, this particular relationship that I had in the long term, committed relationship. So that was like, it's family, so it was very difficult to, again, shake off these things repeated itself. Because what happened was, I'm generous, but my ex wasn't, compared to my standard. Because I'm sure everybody's generous, okay? It's not like somebody's good, but compared to my standard of where I'm from, that my family that I had was, I have to say, again, be honest, from my views, it was very mean, okay? And something is true to also other people as well, like that. Anyway, I'm not here to judge or anything like that. I'm just telling the state, like, the honest opinion about this thing. So then obviously two people who are very different concept of money would fight, yes, and had a very difficult time. So I realized that it's carry on, and now that I don't have that, relationship. So I'm on my own. I do things by myself. So I can have my own value on money. So that was like kind of like a good start and experience. So I'm actually exploring more. What is actually my concept of money? What things limited me, or what things actually liberated me, all that. So yeah, and then I studied, or I become coach by certification. It's a Shetty coaching certification school that I joined. So that was really, I think that was like a big mindset shift occurred in that time. Biggest things, like I stayed there for like 9 months until graduation. But within 9 months, how much growth, how much development I made was just phenomenal. I will also put in a link in the description, or details in this descriptions, if you want to check it out. So please do. Oh my god, I need to drink water. So yeah, that's really, I was questioning about my values, because like I said in the beginning, all I got is like always criticism, like even like a close family, like my auntie, my mom is now also, she changed over the years. or my dad, or my ex, or even anyway. So that was my experience. So that's really, I question myself all that. And then now come to the traveling all over the world that I'm currently undertaking. It's just amazing. But that came to me, I think, after I was healing quite a lot of trauma about this money things and concept. And not only that, healing my heart was like main thing, because all the trauma is stored in your body, and especially in your heart. I recognize that, because also not about limited beliefs only, but the traumas and heartbreaks and disappointment, or resentment, and also yourself as well. Like all these things was I've been able to heal myself at some levels. So I'm really happy with that. Then what came out was, I'm working online, right? I'm like doing coaching online, just everything is online. I decided to do that because I wanted to travel. I'm not sure when I decided to do that online. That was more to do with I'm being a highly sensitive person and empath. That I recognized that when I'm with people, my energy was depleted quite a lot. Because I don't know if you never meet me, and I have a high energy, I have a good energy, I hope, loving energy, that obviously everybody want that, like people who got energy, they want that. And consciously or unconsciously, people take some energy, and I'm also giving away, without, so consciously I'm just giving away. So also that is my thing to actually, to keep my energy inside of me, so that I can do what I want to do, to create these places, helping other people and all that. So yeah, that's why I decided to just work on online. I had a client in my city. I just don't want to do in person. So that was my thing. So then I didn't realize that, actually I could do work everywhere, anywhere in the world, So that light bulb moment came when I was healing my heart quite a lot. So I was like, I could shift in any way I want, my mindset. So I did that. And so I just have to tell you brutally honest, I'm not millionaire, okay? And I don't consider myself right now is rich. No, I don't. But again, mind shift. I know that it's all the abundance is within me. I know that everything will come to me, when I'm aligned and more like developing myself, more heal myself, So I had a very much confidence, and I trusted myself. And the last year I had my goal was trust myself, not 60%, not even 98%, but I trust myself 100%. That was my aim in 2022. And by the time, as you can see now, that without confidence, without trusting yourself 100%, and if you're not millionaire or billionaire, you say you want to travel everywhere by yourself, you don't have anyone to support you, right? So yeah, I actually achieved. I won't say that I have trust in myself 100% every single day and every moment. I won't say that, but I had that moment that yes, I reached actually my goal in 2022, and I was definitely gonna travel. So that's what I'm doing. So as you can see, that because healing journey of my money concept, it's led me to be now who I am and what I'm doing, right? I'm really happy that what I'm doing, because I'm giving myself 100% now, what I want to do. I'm just following my heart, which I couldn't do before because of my trauma, because of my heart was really healed enough, because of I wasn't working on my money issues. All sorts of things that I had it before. So yeah, I'm really pleased that what am I doing is amazing. Like I said, I'm not saying that everything is perfect. I'm really happy everything. No, but I'm still work in progress like anybody else. But I'm really happy where I am. Like And why I'm sharing this, because I want you to do the same, even better. I want to hear that your transformational story. Please comment below and interact with me, and I really want to hear that, because this is for your space. I'm doing this so that I'm encouraging you to become who you really are, shine your colors without any inhibition. That's what I want to say. So yeah, thank you very much for stick with me here, and I'm really valuing you. I appreciate you that you're listening, and even like tiny my wish is that even you can feel happy, or you can feel smiling, or you get a little bit like light bulb moment. That would mean amazing for me, like amazing if you can, this podcast is doing something for you. That's the main thing for me. Thank you very much for being here, and I want to hear what your takeaway from here. So today I have a question for you. What's your core value on money? And also, are you aware of it? So please let me know, and then give me more strength and confidence to keep going this. So thank you so much. Please take care. I love you. See you soon.